Hey everybody, it's Edward with Sword and Fortress, and I'm actually starting a stream on time. How crazy is that? Tonight we're going to be doing some tiny epic dungeons, and depending on how salty I get about that, and how many times we lose, we might shift to another game, but for the most part, it's going to be some tiny epic dungeons. If you want to check this game out, here is the link in the chat. It's a great game. Lots of fun. Me and the wife have had fun with it. The kids want to play it. It's a little complicated for the little ones, but tons of fun. So as we start every stream off, make sure you're taking care of yourself, making sure you're showing yourself that self-love everybody deserves and needs, especially in how crazy the world is becoming. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. Like that song says, if it doesn't make you stronger, if it doesn't make you wiser, doesn't make you feel better, why are you doing it anyways? And I probably slaughtered it. I apologize to the makers of Wise Blood. I think it's Wise Blood. Yeah. It's a good thing nobody's here because I am just rambling. But, of course, it'll show up on YouTube and I'll get roasted there. So, let's test and make sure we've got the chat function's working. Excellent. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take a look at starting this dungeon off. So, and you know what? We'll actually get some background music this time. Let's check that out. Can we get some music? Let's see. We need some epic music with some adventure tag. I like that. I like that. And then other tags, battle. Yes. All right, let's take a look. Let's listen. What do we got? Maybe. Might help if there we go. I'm like messing all kinds with my sound and yeah. Perfect. We've got some tiny epic badass music. If Tiny Epic Dungeons ever comes out with a music, I want to use them because the music for Escape from Dark Castle and the music for Escape Dark Sector, it fits in so nice. All right, so let's look at creating this dungeon here and let's see what happens. So the cool thing about the Tiny Epic games is the whole game fits in a box about yay big. So pull the manual out because I'm still learning the game. We definitely will need it. Don't need the stairway card because the cool mat has it. There's our tiles. There's our items. Here's our spells. Here's all our cool dowels and other fun stuff we're going to need to use. I don't know. A heart fell through the crack. My heart. It fell through the crack. Never a good thing when the heart falls through a crack. Okay. So let's make sure everything's going okay. Yes. Bit rate's good. All right. So then we have our gobos, our evil gobos, and then our super minions. So we'll start off by shuffling up the gobos. And then shuffling up the evil minions. Okay. Shuffle up our items. Hope that's not something I did. Okay. Items are shuffled up. Shuffle up the magic. So there's that. Okay. Now I do need to refer back to this on how to set this up. Game setup. Okay. So we need those guys out. And then the big scary door out. All right, so now we shuffle these. Entrance, rooms, encounters, and layer door. Okay. So we are good. Wizywig! Long time no see, man. I was going to see if you wanted to come swing down and get some crusades going on. Or, yeah, other stuff. It's nice to see you. How's the new job working out? You know, I've been looking forward to hearing about it. You have to let me know how the music is going, if it's too loud. Alright, so, since I'm playing solo, you pretend that you're two people. So we've got 9 cards. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's the first stage. Then, so we've got 2 players and then 3 cards. So we've got this, 1, 2, 3, that, 1, 2, 3. We'll shuffle this all together. Man, working from home is so awesome. Once you get into that kind of situation, you never want to go back. But I hear you about the training, especially that long training, that can go forever. And Hermione, how does that sound on the music? Because it's actually pretty loud, so I'm worried about blowing y'all out with it. All right. So there's our second stack. We don't need these guys anymore. Then we got this. And 3 more cards for the layer. We'll shuffle this up. Okay. So that goes down first. Then this one. And then this one. And we create our dungeon. I'm about to get my butt kicked. Dude, I'm glad to hear it. It's always good to hear when people move on to better things. Seriously. All right, now I'm going to see what I can do about this glare. Because we had it last time. And it's not the best thing. But yeah, definitely, if you want to come down, let me know when you want to rock it, and we will definitely get some stuff together. All right. That should help a little bit with the glare. Okay. So, now that we got that, let's go ahead. We'll get our dice out. And then let's go ahead and take a look. We got our torch. Got it on Act 1. Here's all of our heroes. And here's our bosses. Alright, shuffle this up. And then I haven't started using the potions yet or the stories because I want to try and see if I can beat one game with it. Alright, so there's our boss. We need 2 of these dark hearts. And they're going to go right here because we haven't unlocked it yet. Let's see. Dude, I can't wait to see some kit bashing. I mean, I love Drakari. I've got a lot of Drakari stuff, so I'd love to see what you come up with as towards kit bashing with them. That would be pretty awesome. All right, and let's make sure we're in focus now that I have everything out. Because sometimes these things like to lose their mind on the focus side. All right, cool. We're all right. And then if you've got a certain bit in mind, let me know. I might have it lying around. Or if I don't, we can always look at 3D printing you something. Either have you come in and we can do something in Blender, or we can see if like the bit's available out there on like 3D Cult or something like that. Because now that I've got that Photon Ultra, yeah, dude, my build time has gone through the roof, and not through the roof, like just down. Like I'm printing off whole models in like 2-3 hours now. It's insane. All right, our 2 random heroes. Who are we going to be fighting with? So we're going to take this one. We got Sir Lannon again, because why not? And then I'm filling this one. Winkalas, the Elf Ranger. All right, so let's get our guys. Oh, I think we could easily get you a surfboard. A 3D printed surfboard? Yeah. I think we could pull that off. All right, there is Sir Lannon. And then Winkalas. He's here. Okay, and then we look at our starting. So Winkalas starts off with 5 energy. So does Sir Lannon. And as towards health, Winkalas has 7. And Sir Lannon has 8. Excellent. Okay. Let's take a look. Dude, nothing weirder than half the stuff in 40K. Let's be perfectly honest. There is some really, really crazy stuff that's out there in 40K. I mean, especially for the Drakari. I mean, you look at some of the, yeah. We'll just leave that there since we're doing family-friendly stuff here. Okay. Ding, 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 ding. We got all that out. Okay, cool. So, let's get our little Gobbo markers. So there's Gobbo number 3, Gobbo number 2, Gobbo number 1, and where are you, Gobbo number 4? There you are. Okay. All right, so let's see who goes first. Yeah, the homunculus get especially weird, and then Harlequins. I'm scared to even think about Harlequins. All right, so odds, we'll have Sir Lannon go first. Evens, we'll have Winkalas. All right, so odds. Sir Lannon's going to go first. He's got 3 movements, so he's going to head down. And he finds a treasure room for his first thing. And then as a free action... Oh no, that is a player action, not a free action. I think he will search in there just to find some gear. Why not? Oh, we got to set up our torch marker. I'm horrible about that. So, torch marker. Yeah, I've been skimming through it. I just got done translating Death Guard over to War Surge. And I just put together my Yanari Crusade like the other night. And then I started to look into the Harlequin stuff, got scared and put the book away. And I'm kind of in a state of denial with it, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so it's got an agility skill test. You know what? Actually, I'm going to change my mind. There's not much point in him trying to open that up and wasting the action for a 5 when I've only got 1 dice. So he'll use his second movement and we'll check out this room, which turns out to be a circular saw blood thing from Doom. And it's going to try and mess us up. So we'll actually do it like this. This way we can kind of see what that room does instead of circling back. All right, so Sir Lannon is in there. We've got a skill test. We're going to go for strength because it allows you to do anything. And we need a 6. Oh, no. Okay. Well, we are going to spend 2 energies of free action, bringing me down to 3 on Sir Lannon, to bump this dice from a 3 to a 4, plus these 2 +1s gives us the 6, and Sir Lannon avoids the trap. And then with that, we actually will go ahead and try and stop it since it is strength-based. Sir Lannon's got it. So needing a 5. Whew! We get it with the 6, no problem. So that has been stopped. We can traverse the room now for free. And then he's going to recover 5 energy, putting him back up to the 5. And we get to choose either equipment or magic for loot. And I think we're going to go for equipment. And we get Cloak of the Panther. You know what? As much as he likes that, I think we're going to discard it and give a chance for our Elf Ranger to pick it up. So, Sir Lannon is done on the first turn. We move the torch down. Enemy action. There is no enemies. So then we go to Winkalas. Now, Winkalas is going to go the other way, hoping that the big, loud, heavily armored paladin is going to make all the noise and draw all the monsters. And he walks himself right into a spike trip. So he's going to use his agility, giving us 3 dice. And let's see if Winkalas can avoid stuff like Sir Lannon did. We knocks the Gobbo over. So the 5 plus the 1 gives us the 6. So we defeat it. He doesn't need any extra energy. And then he will take the turn to disarm that so that we don't have to keep fighting that. So here we go. We need a 5 with the agility. And we get it with the 6. And then 2 plus 1s don't matter because we're still at full energy. And we've disarmed this trap. Hey, we've disarmed 2 traps. I'm loving this. So he will pick up the Cloak of the Panther so that he can move without having to worry about guys. We move the torch down, and Goblin number 1 comes into the dungeon to try and save it. And our Goblin number 1 is the Boomy Goblin. That's not good. Not good at all. So, Boomy Goblin. We have to deal with that. And double checking some stuff. All right. Let's see. Okay, so we go back to Sir Lannon over here. And he's going to head down this way using one of his movement. And we find a portal, which is not great. We get to add Gobbo number 2 into the room. He is going to take 1 point of health, bringing him down to 7. Yeah, that sucks. What kind of Gobbo just did Sir Lannon walk into? A stabby goblin, because why not? All right, so we've got a stabby goblin. Sir Lannon is going to spend, he's going to try and do Divine Might. He gets 2 dice, giving him, and we need at least a 4. We get it with the 5. Don't need to recover the energy off the 3. And that will give us -2 energy to empower his hammer. And then I need to double check and make sure I'm doing this right. Yep, it adds to the dice results. Okay, so we'll get +2, and we are going to smack a goblin with his hammer. All right, and then we've also got them rolling. That's a 2. Okay, so we've got strength 5, or we're hitting him with a 5, +2 brings it up to a 7. It is more than the defense. I want to make sure I'm doing this right. It has been a little bit in there. Melee attacks. Yes. And then Goblin should only have 1 health. Yes. Okay, so he calls upon the divine gods and smacks Goblin 2 into oblivion. And he will not worry about healing himself because he is a beast and he can heal himself. So he's going to choose to check some equipment. And we get Studded Jerkin of the Bear. And we will go ahead and attach that. Okay, and then that is it for Sir Lannon. So we go down to enemy action. The Boomy Goblin. Oh no. Oh no. Yep, he's going to do his throw grenades all the way around him. And he is going to do 2 damage to our poor Wind Colossus. Alright, it is now Wind Colossus' turn. Wind Colossus, not Colossus. Wind Colossus. It's going to go this way to try and get away from the Boomy Goblin. And finds a well. And that's nice. And that was 1 of 4 movement, so he's going to head down. Oh no. He's going to lose 2 more life, taking him down to 3, and we just found one of the big guys. What did we just find? We found the skeleton. So, skeleton gets put out onto the battlefield. Which one are you? Yep. So he's in the room with Wind Colossus. That's not good. It's got 4 defense. Oof, this is going to be rough. Same room. Okay. All right. So, Wind does have the opportunity to try and sneak past everybody. And with how low of health he's got, it might not be a bad idea. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should Wind fight, or should he run from the scary skeleton? And WYSIWYG said hydrate. Yes, I do need to do that, thank you. I still don't know why those alerts aren't popping up. It's crazy. All right. So, because we do need to kill these guys. But Wind doesn't have a lot more health left in him. So I think Wind is going to. He's going to use the Cloak of the Panther, which allows him to move past guys. So that was 1 movement to come into there. He's going to go 2 movements to go into here. And he will actually do a rest action. So that'll put him back up to 6 and then full energy. That'll be it for him. The torch goes down 1 more. Yes, I'm glad to see those 2 are completely differing opinions. And yeah, I think it's right to run and fight. The nice thing about this game, though, Wizzy, is if your guy goes down, he doesn't die. He just has to take a rest action next turn. Okay, so now Sir Lannon here is going to come to the help of his friend. He's going to spend 2 energy, dropping down to 1, use the teleporter as a free action, and he's actually going to put himself into the room with the scary skeleton. And then he's going to say, "No scary skeleton." Ain't happening. So Sir Lannon's going to line up his shot. The skeleton has 8 health, 4 defense. And we're going to see Sir Lannon lay some smackdown, hopefully. Maybe not. Okay, so the skeleton got a 4. Luckily, Sir Lannon's defense is a 5, so no damage there. but we only do 2 plus 2 plus 1, 5, so we only do 1 damage to the skeleton. That's no good. Not good at all. Okay, so we'll move the torch down, and Gobbo number 2 comes on in, and it's another stabby goblin. Excellent. All right, so Win there is going to use his bow, and he's going to try and shoot the skeleton that's in here engaged with Sir Lannon. So it's got 2, and it's -1 to his accuracy. Oh no, +2 to the strength. That's right. Yeah. So I think Sir Lannon ends up taking a damage from that one. Let me double check the rules. It's been a little while. Alright, attacking. So counterattack. Wow, he's actually got a better counterattack against range and spells than he does against melee. That's epic. Alright, so here we go. Win. Shooting an arrow. Woo! Yes, please. So that gives us a 6 because we do have a -1. So it becomes a 5. We get 1 energy back that we really didn't need, and that drops him down to 6 health. And then for his retaliation, we've got 2 + 3 = 5, and somehow Winkalos ends up taking 2 damage from a bow shot. So yeah, not great there. And at the end of Winkalos' turn, we go here, and it's enemy action turn. So starting with Stabby Goblin 1. Boomy Goblin. Boomy Goblin, Winkalos is still within 1, 2 range, which is going to hurt. So he's just going to throw another grenade at Winkalos, and Winkalos takes 2 more damage, bringing him down to 2. Then the Stabby Goblin is going to move 4 and come join Winkalos in his room. So already off to a wonderful start of me getting my butt kicked in the dungeon. So yeah, there's that. Let's, yeah, this is not good for my troops. Alright, Sir Lannon here has got to try and take this skeleton out quickly because we're also running time on our torch. Soon we'll be in the deep, dark dungeon all by ourselves. He's going to swing for the rafters, getting a 6 and recovering 1 energy. So that takes this guy down to 4. And then his return hit is 2 + 2 = 4, which is not enough to take out Sir Lannon. So nothing happens there. We then go here, and it is Wind's turn. And Winkalos is just going to have to try and stab at the little guy there. He's only going to get 2 dice because of the dagger. He's going to try and kill this goblin. Alright, so we get 5, which is more than enough to kill the goblin. So Gobbo number 2 is dead. And he gets to get 3 health back if he wants, or equipment. What do you guys think? Equipment or healing? Because Wind Colossus is pretty low on health. What do you think's best here? Think go for the heals? Yeah, I think you guys are right. Let's go for the heals. Okay, so that's going to take him up to 5. And yeah, WYSIWYG, anytime you want to come down and throw this down too, I'm more than willing to not just be my own butt getting kicked on this game. All right, so that ends that one. And Gobbo number 2 gets to come back into the dungeon. Who do we have for Gobbo number 2 this time? Another boomy Gobbo. Oh no. Oh no. Boomy Gobbos everywhere. Okay, Sir Lannon, I think it's your turn to finish this guy off. Since you got an energy back, I think we're going to do some Divine Might. Oh. And it fails. Which also means his turn fails. So Sir Lannon tried to call on the gods one more time, and it just didn't happen. So yeah, that sucks. Which then takes us to enemy actions. He is going to go ahead and do 2 damage to Sir Lannon, dropping him down to 4. He's already out of energy, so there's no need for that. And then the 2 boomy Gobbos are just going to chuck grenades in and do 4 damage to Wind Colossus. So it is a good thing that you guys told me to heal, because he would have been taken out with that. Instead, he's down to 1 health. Oh, this is not good. And we've only got a couple spaces left until we're completely dead in this dungeon. So, Win here is going to try and shoot again. Make sure I'm doing this stuff right. Yes, okay. So, Win's going to try and shoot the skeleton with his bow. And getting a 6. That shield's not good. So 6 minus 1 gives us a 5. It does 4. He's got 4 to shield. So it only does 1 damage. And then the shield, I think, is just bad. I think it is just really bad. Let's see what happens with the shield. The dice face equals your defense, including all of your defense modifiers. In short, it deals damage equal to the enemy modifier. Oh no. So it just straight up smacked him back for 3 damage, and Win is down on the ground. Yeah, by a thread, and now unfortunately Win's down because somehow the skeleton in this room has better defense against ranged as an axe and skull skeleton. Yeah, so that's a little bit on the rough side. Just making sure I'm doing this all right. Yeah, okay. So, that hurt. And that's the end of Win's turn. Sir Lannon here has got to try and do something. We're running out of time. The skeleton only has 3 health left. So trying to... Yeah, so when you're playing just solo, you just play as 2 heroes. I could play as 3 or 4 heroes if I wanted to. But I'm kind of hesitant to do that just because with all the torches and how quickly this game goes, I don't know. If we lose this one, I'll try playing as 4 heroes. Let's see what happens. But yeah, so, but as you have other people, like 2 players can play 2 players each. If you've got 3, then 4. But yeah, you can have up to max 4 heroes. And they've got quite a few heroes in the base game, plus the Potions expansion has some more, and then the Stories expansion has even more guys. So it can get pretty crazy. All right, so Sir Lannon trying to finally knock the stuffing out of the skeleton. Gets a 6 plus 1, taking it up to 7, which is the 3 which is necessary to kill the skeleton off. So, whew. Alright, so good old skeleton is dead. We get to increase the torch by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's good. And Sir Lannon gets to do 2 draws. So, we've got the Sun Hammer. Oh yeah. Yes, please. That's always nice. Add 1 to the, yep, cool. So, Sunhammer's good. Yeah, dude, it's awesome. So, depending on which profile you want to do, you can either get a +1 to your attack roll, or you can get +1 to your energy. But I think that, because I'm trying to read things up, because I also know there's ways to gain or lose hero dice. Yeah, no, I think we're good. So yeah, that gives you +1 to your strength attacks. So that'll be very nice for him. And then he got Plate Mail of the Lion, which I think we're going to trade out for our Studded Leather of the Jerkin. He's going to drop that and put that there. And the good old skeleton is gone. And we've unlocked the first key into the room and bought us some time. So, at the end of his turn, Gobbo number 3 gets to come in. And what type of Gobbo are we fighting Gobbo number 3 with? He is a shooty Gobbo. That's not good. Okay. So, unfortunately, the way this is going to work out is very unfortunate for Win. And I think you're right. I might have to start playing with more heroes, because this is bad. I got stuck in a loop like this one of the other games. So Win Colossus has to do a resting action. He goes up 3 health, he stands up, and then he's done. The end of his turn, we go to an enemy action, starting with Boomy Gobbo. He's going to chuck a grenade, dropping him down to 1 health. Boomy Gobbo number 2 is going to chuck another grenade, knocking Win Colossus back out. And then the shooty Gobbo is going to go, he can move plus attack. He's going to go 1, 2, and then shoot towards Sir Lannon, doing 1 damage. So Sir Lannon is down to 3 health. And Win Colossus is back out because he's, yeah, we've got to do something about these Gobbos. They have put poor, poor Win is hurting. And if we end up getting 4 goblins and it calls for a 5th one, we automatically lose. So, yeah, we're pushing all kinds of bad news here. So Sir Lannon is going to move into here and dispatch Gobbo 2 with the Sunhammer. Not needing the extra strength, he is going to get +1 to energy. Oh no. Sir Lannon, with my awesome dice rolls, only gets up to a 4. The shooty Gobbo has a defense of 5. And he gets, the shooty Gobbo has a 3. And he gets +1 times the number of goblins. So that is 3. So he gets a total of 6 and actually does 1 damage to Sir Lannon. So this is not going good for me at all. In fact, this is going very, very poorly. So we put that down. And Win has to take a resting action. So he's back up to 3, and he gets to stand back up. And at the end of his turn, Gobbo number 4 comes in. And Gobbo number 4 is a Pokey Gobbo. Yeah. This is not good at all. Okay. So, Sir Lannon here has to get some work done. He's going to try smacking that Goblin again. Needing a... Oh, this is really bad because he kills that Gobbo. That'll be good. But the next turn, we're going to get 2 grenades launched back in. I think we've hit our end. I think we really have met our end here. But let's see. Okay, so... Alright, this is looking better. So he gets the 6. It's able to kill the Boomy Gobbo. Or no, not the Boomy Gobbo. It was supposed to be Gobbo number 3 that runs in there. So he kills the Shooty Goblin, which returns 3 to over here. If you kill the Shooty Gobbo, he's just going to draw some equipment. Getting Spell Tome of the Phoenix. He'll leave that out, because he's not good at spell casting. Alright. And then, at the end of his turn, it's the enemy actions. So, Boomy Gobbo number 1 puts a grenade in. And Sir Lannon is down. Goblin number 2 puts a grenade in. And Win-Kalas goes down. And then Gobbo number 4, he can just move... And he can move 3, so he's going to step into here and stand and gloat over the bodies of our fallen heroes. Yeah, so that was the end of Sir Lannon's turn. Win is going to try and stand back up. And then that's going to move that there. Sir Lannon has to stand up. He's got a 3, and that recovers his energy, so there's that. And then that moves us to where Gobbo number 3 gets to come back in. Yeah, our guys are definitely hurting. They are definitely getting plastered. And it is the Stabby Gobbo. So Goblin number 3 has returned as the Stabby Gobbo. And this goes back to our Archer. Win, what are you doing, Win? How can you help us stay out of this situation? Yeah, this is not good. I'm thinking that to give Sir Lannon a chance here, we got to do something pretty drastic. We got to hope we find... Alright, he's going to run away in hopes that I somehow dealt the ritual site into this dungeon. So he can slip away because the Cloak of the Panther, he's going to go this way. And he walks right into the 5th Goblin room, and that is it. We have died. Good game. It's over. And yet again, me and my attempts to conquer a dungeon have been foiled horribly. Yeah, GG. GG. This game continues to kick my ass. So badly. Yeah. So badly. Alright, let me make sure I'm playing solo correctly. Since this is... Yeah. Dude, they did. It was very unfortunate that I pulled 2 Boomy Goblos. Like right there. And that they could... So if this symbol right here is they can hit all heroes within a 2 range room and do 2 damage. So whenever the torch goes to one of those the squares with the red triangle or red diamonds that have eyes. That's what happens. And so our poor guys just, yeah, having that happen and pretty much just getting grenaded every turn, that was a little bit on the rough side. Just a little bit. All right, so we're going to pack that up. We're going to redraw heroes because we've actually played with Wind Coloss and Sir Landing quite a bit. So we're going to see if we can't get some new heroes. And we'll start this over again and see if maybe, just maybe, I can do this. Let's see, how many heroes can you bring? Okay, it does say you can use 3 or 4, so I think we are going to unpack some more heroes. Maybe that might help. Let's see what happens. So, let's go ahead and move some things over and make room for 2 more mats. And we will bring out 4 heroes. And then we'll see just how many multiple personalities I can get on camera at once. Should be funny. How psychotic can Ed make himself? Okay. So we got that. There's that. Here's this. Okay, so you dastardly gobbos, go back to your home. And you know, we were doing so good, running into 2 traps, immediately avoiding them, being able to, yeah, just, it was going so well. Ah, there was the ritual site, all the way over on the other side. Yeah, I've been hesitant to do that too, because you can get some pretty interesting results when you start getting into multiple characters that you're trying to fly. Alright, so there's that one encounter, there's that. There's the Evil Lord's room. There's one of those. Alright. So, got those. So since we are playing with 4 heroes, I think we're going to end up using this whole dungeon deck. We're going to see what happens. Alright, shuffling all this stuff up. Okay, 9 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, we do less. Alright. So, draw cards from the rune deck. If we got 4, so we do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we draw 1 card per hero encounter. And 3 cards per, yeah. So, we got 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4. Yes. 3, 3, 2, 3. And then 4, 4, 2, 3. Yes, because my counting is awesome. All right, so put all this together. That is deck B. And we've got this card. And we shuffle in 3 more. So there's 2 rooms we don't know about. So shuffle all of this together nicely. We'll keep the same boss since we didn't uncover the boss. We'll see what happens. All right. Now we also need the other 2 gray hearts. And since we killed the skeleton, we're going to leave him dead. We'll see what happens. All right, let's create our dungeon. Okay, then that card goes there. We're using all 4 heroes, so we go all the way up to here. And then let's see our 4 heroes. What 4 heroes are we going to be fighting with? Okay, hero number 1 is Etherina. Rana? I have no idea how you would pronounce that. But we got a spellcaster, which is nice. She starts off with 6 health and 8 energy as an elf sorceress. She can do Seeking Bolt and Research. That's good. Our next hero is Garud the Blue, another sorcerer. Great. This is going to be an all-magic dungeon run. WYSIWYG, you should know exactly how that goes. This is not good. Should we just call it GG now? All right, here we go. We'll take out the top. Thoradin Fireblade. Dwarf fighter. Okay, so at least we got a fighter in here. Got a little bit of a tank. And then, okay, 1, 2, 3. Which should be our last hero? Yeah, exactly. Taking clues from the audience. Which one? 1, 2, or 3? All right, 2. We've got Grokul, the half-orc barbarian. So we have a complete either fighter or spellcaster. So at least we're balanced somewhat. Our other 2 options was a cleric. That would have been nice. Or a wood elf ranger. Or rogue. That would have been nice too. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad. I would have preferred to have the cleric. That would have been nice. But it is what it is. All right. So, let's see who we have here. So, we've got the sorceress chick. We don't have the cleric. We don't have that. So there's Thoradin, there's our half-orc barbarian, and here's our Garud the Blue. Okay. Then I need to do something because apparently it keeps trying to put this thing to sleep mode. Display power. Do 2 hours. Screen turn off 2 hours. There we go. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Who gets to go first? 1. All right. Our elf sorceress is going to take the lead. This should be interesting. Okay. Well, we found out what happened when you go south or east. You know, JRA, he is pretty evil on the Thumb Wars. And VMA, she cheats. She will straight up cheat and just own you. It gets pretty bad. Alright, so we're going to head west with the Elf Sorceress. And yeah, she runs into a cauldron. Nice. So you can get 2 energy plus a spell if you do the search there. I don't think she's going to. I don't know. She's got 3. It might be worth it to get a 5. Yeah, I think we can do that. You know what? Why not? She's a sorceress. There's a witch's cauldron here. Should put it up so you guys can see it better. You know, why not try it? Let's go for it. Yes. In war, it's all about who wins. You can be as honorable as you want when you've won. You can write the history books. All right, so the Elf Sorceress is going to play around in the Witch's Cauldron, and we're going to see what happens. Well, she gets the 5, plus a +1, +2. She's already got energy, so doesn't need to worry about it, and she gets a spell. She gets Eagle Swiftness. So I'm trying to think what that would do. So it gives you a ranged attack with +3. Interesting. Let me see these cue cards and see if I'm getting that right. I think so. I think that's exactly what that means. Yeah, because it is a full action with the blue. So I'm assuming she sends an eagle, and the eagle pecks the crap out of it. Not sure. We'll think about that as we go. Okay, so that moves the torch down 1. Then we'll go with Thornton. Thornton's going to head north. And he finds the hidden staircase with the goblin in it. So, goes in there. Thornton loses a life because the goblin pokes him as he jumps out of the wall. Gobbo 1 is in there. What goblin do we have with Gobbo 1? And of course, it is the Boomy Goblin. I'm wondering, should I have more goblin cards? Did I leave the goblins? Nope, 6 goblin cards. And there are 3 Boomy Goblins in it. No wonder I'm getting my butt kicked. Okay. You know what? With how my channel goes, I would not be surprised if, yeah, that becomes the MVP. Her little eagle she summons goes off and saves them all. All right, so Thornton is not happy about getting hit and sucker punched. So he's going to try and smack a goblin with his hammer. Getting a 6. Oh, it's a good thing too. With that torch down, that could have been bad. With the 6, it is more than enough to kill the Boomy Gobbo. So Thornton just straight up smacks the goblin back into oblivion. And the torch marker goes down 1 more. Then we go to Grakul. Grakul, being the half-orc barbarian, says, screw you guys. And goes off on his own direction as well. And locks himself into a vine trap. And he needs to get a 7. So let's go ahead and find out what he can do with his strength. The 5 plus the 2 does give him the 7. He doesn't need the extra energy, so he survives the trap. But he does not have enough of the spell casting to try and disarm it. So out of his 3 movement, he is going to continue down. Down he goes. And he finds our first super enemy, and he loses 2 life. And our first elite encounter is with the Dire Serpent, who has 6 health to start with. Hey, I'm good with the golden eagle. I mean, it looks a little bit like a little eagle here, but I'm good to say it's really a giant, majestic gold eagle that's going to save all of us. I'm cool with it. All right, so the large serpent comes out and snaps at Grok. And Grok didn't take that very well. Grok, being the typical barbarian, sits there, and since Viral Athena's not watching, screams out, "Gnar!" and decides to go for it. So he's going to go into battle rage. So he's going to drop 2 energy down, and he's going to swing with his axe for a total of +3 between the axe and the battle rage. Oh no, I think you just get the +2 because of that. Yep, alright, so still getting +2. Swinging at the serpent. We get a 5, which turns to a 7. And we'll go ahead and go for damage and go nuts. So 7 with his +2, 8, 9 damage off of the 5 defense, taking this guy all the way down to 2 health. And then Grok, being the half-orc barbarian, apparently he took it Conan style. Well, we're going to chop the serpent, and Grok is doing a great job of that with his big axe. He's already knocked most of the health out, but he doesn't have a lot of defense. He's only got the 2 defense, and and they've got a +1 to defense when they're attacking from melee. So really they only took 3 damage. And then that 2 + 4 for the Wave Serpent does 6. So, yes, that's not good. The counterattack. How bad does this go? Okay, so he's only got 2 defense compared to the 6 coming at him, so he takes 4 more damage and drops down to 2. So our poor barbarian here is not doing so well. But I mean, he did some damage, and he does what barbarians do best. Is run into things and then start slamming them with weapons. They're not supposed to be the tanks. At least that's not how some barbarian players play it. Alright, so Jarund is shaking his head upon hearing the screams of the half-orc barbarian, mutters something about barbarians. We know how that all goes. And he is going to go ahead and do Magic Arrow. Oh, we got to move the torch down 1 for Grok. You know what? No, he's going to walk into here and try to disarm this trap. Needing a 7. Oh no. Okay, he's going to spend 2 energy to take this 3 to a 4. Then 2 more energy to bring it up to a 5 to give us the 7 we need. And he's going to recover 1 energy from the 3. Then he's going to go ahead and try and disarm it. Needing a 6. And with the 5 and the 2, he's also going to get 3 energy back from that. We have disarmed the trap, and he is also going to pick up a spell. And he gets Chain Lightning. Ooh, yeah. So, if I'm reading these symbols correctly, you can go into 2 different guys for targets. That is going to be awesome for him. All right, and then we have our first goblin showing up at the stairwell. And of course, it's another booming goblin. And then for you guys that are watching, in case you want to play this game and see how crazy it gets. Oh no, that's our, yeah, that's here. The wrong link. We want this link. That's the link you can go to play this game. It's lots of fun. They have a bunch of other tiny epic games. Definitely check them out. Okay, so that then brings us from here all the way over to the Elf Sorceress. She's not happy about what's going on over here, but we've got to try and find this dungeon master. So she's going to head to the north. And she finds the Goblin Treasure Vault. We got to line it all up for the lights. But unfortunately, with finding a Goblin Treasure Vault, you also find a goblin. So she's going to take a health damage from the goblin jumping out at her. And she finds a stabby gobbo. And we put another room over here. And yeah, she's not too happy about the stabby gobbo situation. So she's going to try and hit the goblo. Unfortunately, let me see. Oh, nope, she can. So she is going to do a Seeking Bolt because she can't use the Eagle Swiftness because it has to go into a different room. So you know what? I think I might be doing that wrong. As towards the eagle. Because like when you look at this card, you've got ranges for the ranged attack. What do we have? Let's look back at our ranger with his bow. Yeah, there's a range on it. So I think this enhances the ranged attack. So we need to get her a bow or something like that for Eagle Swiftness. We'll figure it out. But either which way, she's going to go for a Seeking Bolt. She needs to get a 4. Gets it with the 5. Doesn't need the extra energy. So she's going to lose 2 energy. Recover that from the dice rolls. And then 1 damage. And she plinks Stabby Gobbo back. Stabby Gobbo dies. And she's going to look for some equipment. And hey, Cloak of the Panther came back up. I don't think I shuffled these. We're going to shuffle it. It is not an affiliate link. So it's just me strictly saying, hey, if you want to play this game, definitely go check it out. I wish I had an affiliate link with them. I've reached out to them, they responded, and then they ghosted me. So I'm going to bug them again and see what we can find out. All right. That being said, we are affiliates with Hero Forge. If you want to do your own custom minis, WYSIWYG, Sunday, if you come on down, maybe you can help me out with that. We're going to be doing some custom miniatures for 5 leagues from Borderlands. And then we are also an affiliate with 3D6 Gaming. They do some custom neoprene mat stuff that they've done for the channel that's been really great. And you can check them out in our About Us part of the page. Okay. So with defeating the vile Goblin Menace. Oh yeah, we need to draw the equipment. She finds Greaves of the Lions. Dude, get good. Thank you very much for your subscription. Yes, get good. Viral Athena, where have you been? I appreciated that. And we were talking about you, about how this barbarian over here called out Nar since you weren't here. And apparently it summoned you. So, I love it. So, she's got some Greaves. Now for the lion, which gives her +1 movement, which will be good for her until we need to do that. No, I was talking about how since you weren't here, our half-orc barbarian went into battle rage to try and hit the serpent. And I was like, yeah, since Viral Athena's not here, I'm going to say it. He screams out Gnar. And does a whole bunch of damage as he's screaming Gnar out while slamming the axe into the serpent. That's what it was. So I just need to bring up Gnar, and apparently it summons you to watch the craziness. You missed it. The first game we played, yeah, I got stuck in a loop, and it was just goblins throwing grenades, and my guys kept dying. They'd stand up, die, stand up, die. It was horrendous. Yes, Bahamut be praised. Oh, that was good D&D days. All right, Thornton Firebraid, our good dwarf, is going to spend 1 action, and he's going to smack another goblin, because we do not like goblins in this dungeon. So, taking his hammer out, he swings for the rafters and just obliterates a goblin. And he's going to get a piece of equipment, and he gets Warhorn of the Bear. So that'll be good, because now he can taunt people. And I need some water. Okay. Candygram, I don't know what you mean, Hermione. You're going to have to tell me what you mean. Bahamut be praised was one of my paladins who was a dragonborn. And he constantly walked around, Bahamut be praised. Bahamut be praised. Everything that was good in the world, Bahamut be praised. Everything that was weird is Bahamut moves in mysterious ways. And Viral, you're going to have to tell me what... yeah, he was. You're going to tell me what Bujo Sigis is. I have no idea what that is. Alright, so Thornton's killed this dude. He's got his Warhorn of the Bear. He's done. Oh, so... yeah. So now we've moved there. Kind of cheated a little bit. Forgot to move the torch after there, but then Thornton kills him anyways. So, Grakul is still not happy about the situation, and he's going to swing with his axe and try and do a little bit more damage. So, with a 4+1, it does give me the 5. He's going to spend the 2 energy to turn this 4 into a 5. And so the +1 from here negates that +1. So that becomes a 6, and he does 1 damage. And then unfortunately, the snake there just obliterates him. Knocks him completely out. Oh, that's no good. Another guy falling down on the job. No, it was, gotcha, bullet journal. No, Athena started to turn it around because it became such a thing after so many D&D sessions. Yeah, she does have standards. No, it was also crazy because whenever I would sit there and go, Bahamut be praised, and roll, it almost always did natural 20. It was the creepiest thing out there. And if it wasn't natural 20, it was high, like 17s or 18s. Didn't matter what that dragon paladin was doing. If he said Bahamut be praised, the dice rolls were good. Okay. So, with our barbarian down, we get Gobbo number 1 to return. And Gobbo number 1 comes back as a Pokey Goblin. Alright, that goes to our sorcerer here, Jerun the Blue. He's going to do a magic arrow since the barbarian was able to drop this guy down to 2 health. So first, he needs to conjure it. Oh, you know what? No. We're going to go crazy. We're going to do... Oh, no, it's only 1 damage. Yeah, we're going to go with Magic Arrow. I was going to say the way Chain Lightning reads, so you could send a Chain Lightning here, then send it over here and kill the Gobbo, but we need to kill this guy. So needing a 6, we get it. He's already at full health. That's good. And then he spends 2 energy, and that kills the Serpent. So the Dire Serpent is dead. And then we get to move this up 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Giving us more breathing room. And he gets to do 2 draws. And we're going to do some equipment draws. So he got the hook shot, which gets interesting. Dude, it did release Bahamut. Like, there was some scary stuff that happened in those D&D campaigns that really should not have worked, and somehow it did. And then he got Throwing Axe to the Bear, and he's going to discard that so that Thoradin can pick it up. And we will wait as you guys are starting an ad. And then if you're subscribed, which I think all of you guys are anyways, I do need to figure out how to do the best way to help our subscribers and some content for them while we're playing. But yeah, Viral, you can vouch for it. The crazy shit I put you through. I felt so bad. Yeah. So what's your theme for the bullet journal this month? If you can still hear me, or if she's even paying attention. We'll see. He lies, he lies. He feels no guilt or remorse. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's true. I don't have guilt. I really don't. Not for how that went down, because it was epic. Truly epic. At least in my opinion. And poor Viral Athena does have some different opinions there. Okay, so that was drawn the blue. He finished off our Serpent. So that goes down. Oh, no, it doesn't. That is his turn because it bounces up there. No, it does go down. I'm confusing myself, which is more easy than anybody would like to comment. No comments. Wow, I'm worse than the snake oil salesman. That is some cold stuff there, Viral. I appreciate that. Okay, so we now then go over here to Athena. Viral Athena, you might be able to help. So she's down to 5 health. How do you pronounce that name? Yeah, it probably is accurate. So it's Ethairna. Here. Okay. So she's going to go. She's over here. We don't need to pick up anything. So she's going to continue searching. So her first movement point goes to finding a well. Got 2 more dungeon cards here. And I think she's going to swing this way. So for her second, she runs into the spike trap. All right, needing a 6. Oh no, she does not get the 6. She will spend 2 energy to bump that 5 up to a 6 to give it to her. So she doesn't take any damage. She doesn't have the strength to try and stop that trap. So she is... So 1, 2. I think she's going to backtrap and say nope. And then come over here for her 4th. Which was completely the wrong idea. Because now we've got a gobbo infested contraption. So gobbo number 2 comes into this room. She takes another damage. And what is gobbo number 2? Gobbo number 2 is a stabby goblin. And because of this room and how it works, you can spend 4 energy and insta-kill the goblin because it's all that machinery. So she will spend the 4 energy, bringing her down to 2, and insta-kill the gobbo as a free action. And then she will search some more and get a ruby figurine. There we go. So now she's got +1 to strength hero dice. So now she could go back into that room and probably disarm that trap. So as a free action, that was it. So she's actually going to do a rest action for her last and pump herself back up. And we move the torch down once more. And we go to Thornton. Thornton is laughing at this half-orc barbarian and everything that's going on there. But he's going to kill that gobbo number 1. Basically, his job is to sit there at the stairs and keep everybody safe. So, rolling. He definitely gets it with the 6. He is good. And gobbo dies. He gets to pick up the throwing axe of the bear. And he's going to put that right there. So he's now got a ranged attack. And that is it for him. So we go to this, and gobbo number 1 returns down the stairs. And it is a shooty gobbo. Okay. Gruckul has to spend a turn resting. So he goes back up to 3. And then 4 energy. So he's just fine. He stands back up and totally says he got the kill. You know, because the barbarian would not allow the mage to get the kill. It just can't happen. We can't have it. Must not happen. Okay. So that's it for him. We then go to enemy action at the end of his turn. This enemy is going to start shooting in a mad, crazy spin around here. So Thornton takes 1 damage. And Garund takes 1 damage. And Garund isn't too happy about that. But he's just going to say, Thornton, you got this. I'm not going to save the barbarian anymore. It's time for me to head up this way. And it's unfortunate that he did, because now he's dealing with a rolling spike trap. And we'll set that up like that. All right, so he's got to roll a 7 to get out of it. Gets it, and is even able to recover 1 energy. So he's safe, but he doesn't really have the agility to try and stop it. That would be, well, he's got 2. You know what, why not? He's going to spend a turn, and he's going to try and stop it, since apparently this mage here isn't just a mage, he's a rogue. All right, so trying to stop it, trying to get a 6. And what do you know? He gets it. So we now have Shaftil on the board, if Viral Athena's still here, because we have a sorcerer who goes around disarming traps. Because that makes complete sense. I don't get it. All right. So, with that, he does get to draw, and he's going to draw Giant Axe of the Bear. And we'll leave that for our good Thoradin over here. All right, so that takes us down one turn. And we go over here to Atheriana. I think we're going to go with Atherna. All right, let's see what's up against this back wall. Oh, no. She runs into an encounter, drops down 2 health. And who does she find? I know, I'm a little bit worried about it. I know, but I'm just saying, having an old wizard dude walking around and just disarming all of the traps, if that's not Shaft, I don't know what is. All right, and of course, she finds the ooze. So that starts off with 8 points. That's not good. So I think she's going to have to... Let's see here. I really am trying to figure out... Former college mage who got tired of being broke and turned into a locksmith. You know, I like that. We're going to have to develop that into the story for one of the guys that I'm going to be drawing up for 5 Leagues from Borderlands, because it's the fantasy version of 5 Leagues from Parsecs, or 5 Parsecs from Home. And I like that, Viral. I'm going to steal that idea for a character. All right, let's see here. Trying to read over this, because my only wonder is it doesn't give you a range. So I wonder if it's an infinite range. That, you know what, we'll play it at infinite range. We'll call that until I can research and look it up. So fortunately we can't use the eagle swiftness because we're in the same room. So we've got to try and figure out how she's going to fight this ooze. Because all she's got is a dagger. Yeah. I think she might actually end up running. Can we run away? So that's pass through. So what if we need to run away? Is there a retreat option? Please tell me there's a retreat option. Enemy movement. Sell legendaries. Do it. I love it. Yeah, that's what I was worried is on the phones. I know this volume is pretty high, but apparently on the TVs it's not. So I'm going to bounce that down a little bit. Rest. Skill checks. So I think she is stuck there, but on her next turn, she can go through. she can try and run away. All right, so let's get the ooze out. So she's going to spend a turn in there with them. And I think it's the best chance for her is to go ahead and just do one solid damage doing the Seeking Bolt. So first, can she get the 4? Oh yeah, she gets it and gets a life and gets energy. That's right, I told this elf sorceress chick she needs to get a life. Then she's going to spend 2 energy to do the spell. It does 1 damage to the ooze. And then the ooze needs to hit back for this. Okay, it is a miss, but it drops the torch down, which summons another gobbo. Oh, this is not good. And we get a stabby gobbo in there with our good friend Thornton. Whew. Yeah, not good at all. And it's a good thing she did that, because it's an automatic damage versus doing this, because he's got some plus defenses. All right, Thornton is just going to start smacking goblins. So he's going to go for the shooty goblin. And he's going to use his hammer. And with that 6, definitely does it. Kills gobbo number 1. And with that, he's going to go ahead and pick up Great Axe of the Bear, completing all 3 parts of the legendary set, or at least 3 of the parts. So he's going to get a lot of bonuses. In fact, he would have gotten a +2 bonus there. But now he's got some insane damage dealing possibilities. And that takes us down to our enemy action. And he is just going to, this gobbo is going to do just 1 damage. No, 2 damage, because it is -1 times the number of goblins times +1. So 2 damage to Thornton, bringing him down to 3. Okay, Grakul is going to go ahead and spend another turn just resting, getting him up to 6. And gobbo number 3 comes in. Oh no, it's gobbo number 1, reiterated. What does gobbo number 1 have? It is a pokey goblin. Great. All right, our super sorcerer / rogue is going to go ahead and try and make his way towards there without having to go into here. So he's going to go up here and hope it connects. It does not. In fact, he's going to find somebody. He loses 2 health, dropping him down to 2. And who do we find in that room? It is the dungeon crawler, the spider of doom. So we'll put that there. This health here. And yeah, so that's not good. Yeah, so let's find the spider. The spider is now in with Jarund. And he, I think, so +1 to the strength, only 1 dice roll. He's going to have to do the magic arrow. So, looking to get a 6. He does get it. It goes off. It costs 2. Taking him down to 5. He recovers 1 because of the dice. And it does 2 damage to the dungeon crawler. And then the dungeon crawler against spells does 5 + 2. Oh no. Yeah, the dungeon crawler throws her net out and pretty much does a whole Lord of the Rings and straight up knocks Jarund down. And then we go to enemy actions. So starting here, the pokey goblin is going to do 3 damage to Thornton and knock him out. So Thornton goes down. Oh no. The pokey goblin, seeing that, this guy's down, is going to come over here And he's going to do 2 moves and be in the same room with our barbarian. Then we have the ooze. The ooze is going to do 1 damage to Athara, and then it's going to destroy an item. And we're going to go ahead and pick the greaves. Yeah, we haven't seen the spider yet, but this is bad. So the greaves have been destroyed, and we're actually going to set it off to the side since it's destroyed, not discarded. So that's not good. And then the dungeon crawler, because that guy's down, we're going to see him move 2 spaces, 1, 2, come down here, and everybody in +1 gets -2 damage, so Grakul goes down 2, and he also loses 2 energy, because now he's caught in webs. Not done feeding on our poor sorcerer over there. It wants to go after the half-orc barbarian. This is not good at all, my friends. Okay, so yeah. I think that was after Jarund, because he rested up and now is getting owned again. Or after Grok. So Jarund, his turn. He has to rest to stand back up. And that's his action, taking us down to here. We go over here to Etheria. And oof. She needs to help this guy, Thordan, up so he can help deal with the ooze. So she's going to run away. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I'm assuming you can run away because it's not going into the encounter. Yeah, what happened is we ran into 2 big guys, and it just went downhill from there. Of course, our half-orc barbarian, he's going to be our poor sponge. Goblins kept showing up, taking on our dwarves. Yeah, this is just bad. All right, so after all of that movement, she's going to try and kill the goblin here. And we're going to go ahead and do it with Eagle Swiftness, since we get to do it this time. So, getting +3 to the... You know what? Instead of Eagle Swiftness going into here, we're going to play it there. I think we can do that. Let's see. Ranged attack. Okay, I'm not seeing that you can't shoot through people, so she is. She's going to send the eagle over there. So first, can she cast it? We need a 3. It easily goes off with the 5. We're going to use the 6 to recover 1 health, the +1 to recover 2 energy. She's then going to spend 3 energy, taking her down to 4. And then she gets to make a ranged attack against this. And this is where I'm a little bit confused, because normally we're going to call it intelligence, because normally there's something to it. So doing the intelligence, we're probably cheating, but seeing as how I'm getting my ass kicked anyways, why not? So it's going to get a 6. She's going to recover 1 health. So 6 versus 5, we do 1 damage with the eagle clawing that out. And then for the return, she does 4 + 2. She shoots a web back and does 6, so that does 3 damage. So even Etheria is getting her butt kicked by this spider. And at the end of her turn, yet another goblin comes in to poor Thordan. Oh, this is just bad. This is just not good. Yeah. Alright, and of course, it's a Boomy Gobbo. I'm trying to clear rooms, but there's nothing that this poor sorceress can do to that ooze. Yeah, this is bad. Or are you saying that I shouldn't split the party? No kidding. Maybe that might be what it takes for me to finally win this game, is somebody spending 1,000 channel points and say that we're ignoring the goblins coming in. Because this is getting kind of crazy. All right. So, that was her. Thoradin has to spend a turn standing up. He's back up to 3. Which then takes us to the enemy action phase. This is not good. So, starting with Goblin. Everybody within 1 room. Which is going to hurt a lot. Yeah. Everybody. So, everybody within 1, I'm assuming, meaning that it's this room, takes 1 damage times the number of goblins. So we've got 3 goblins out, so Thoradin falls right back down. Stabby Gobbo comes walking, oh no, he's in here with this one. So he does 1 damage times the number of goblins plus 1. So we got 3, 4, so he does 4 damage. That knocks our half-orc barbarian out. Boomy Gobbo is going to cause 2 damage to Alaria. She gets knocked down. This cannot be happening. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, unfortunately, we've got an ad starting here in less than 5 minutes, so we can't do it. Yeah. No, this is horrible. Oh, this is horrible. So then the spider here goes, oh, hey, you're up. Moves. And then she can move 2. So she goes back into the room and then does 2 damage to the wizard and takes 2 energy off of him. Oh, man, this is horrible. Okay, I was thinking 4 heroes was going to do some great stuff. We could do things. Apparently, I broke, like Viral Athena said. Yeah, I think this next time I play through, if I do 4 heroes, or even if I do 2 heroes, the heroes move together. I'm a little worried about the torch, but seeing as how I keep getting owned anyways, yeah, this is not good. Oh, this is not good. Okay, so I need to start putting a marker on whose turn it was, because I'm now losing track of everything. I'm assuming Garuk went last. No, because that was there. That brought in that Gobbo. Theoden stood up. Yeah, okay, so yeah, it's Garuk's turn. He does a rest action. He goes up. The torch moves down. We're now on Jarund. Jarund is going to try and magic arrow this, yeah, why not? Okay, so looking for a 6. Got it. Getting 1 energy back. He then has to spend 2. And he does 2 damage to the dungeon crawler, bringing us down to 2. The dungeon crawler on her defense, 5. Plus 2 is 7. And that knocks Garund down. All heroes are down. Everybody is down. And then with the turn, Gobbo number 4 enters the realm. We get a Boomy Gobbo. Because why not? Oh, man. Yeah. So there's that. We then come over here. It's Etheria's turn. She has to rest, so she can stand back up. That takes us to enemy action. Gobbo. Gobbo number 1 is going to walk into here. Stabby Gobbo number 2 gets to do an insane amount of damage to Grakul because all 4 Gobbles are there. So Grakul goes down. Boomy Gobbo. Yep, he throws a grenade into here. That does 2 damage. Boomy Gobbo number 2 throws a grenade in here, does 2 damage. Poor Aetheri is down. And yeah, so we go to Thorin. He stands up, does a rest action. Then we go to Grakul. He has to do a rest action. He stands up. And another Goblin is summoned, and that turns to GG yet again. So in 2 attempts, complete failure. Oh, that was brutal. I think Viral Athena is absolutely right. You can't... I've tried a couple, pretty much in every try in this game, I've tried to do a spread out. Try and find the enemies. Try and find the evil door. And it has just owned me. I think the next time we play, we're going to have to try keeping the party together and see if we run out of torch. And then I'll keep talking for our subscribers before I sign off. But yeah, this game is brutal. Just absolutely brutal in just owning me. And I think it is strictly because I don't keep the party together. It's, yeah. That just hurts so bad. All right. So, yep. That's been us playing some more Epic Tiny Dungeon. It's been a lot of fun. We've at least killed some guys. You know, I'm happy about that. Jeebus. Thank you, WYSIWYG. I appreciate it. Yeah, that was very ouchy. That was very rough. This is one of those games that if you let it get away from you and people start coming in everywhere, you are going to get... Yeah, you're going to get hurt quickly. Very, very quickly. But so yeah, next time we play, yeah, the Goblin Train, especially those Boomy Gobbos. In other streams, we haven't had too much of a problem with it because our guys are all over the dungeon, and the Boomy Gobbos can only move 1. But in both of these games tonight, we've had somebody near the entrance. And those Boomy Gobbos just eat them alive. All right, let's see who the boss was supposed to be. Oh, the Pharaoh. Okay, that would have been terrifying. Yeah, that would have been... Yikes. Oof. Yeah, okay. I'm glad we didn't have to face that boss, because I don't think we could have won. He does some scary things. Some very not so nice scary things. I think the next stream too, we are going to force, instead of playing completely random, because you don't have to, but I like to, we need at least the cleric in. She has to come in, because these guys are getting owned too hard, too often, to not have the cleric in there. So yeah, some news for the channel. We have picked out a place, the venue for our War Search tournament. It's actually going to be down there at the train station, the Union Station there in downtown Ogden. We're going to be renting out one of the rooms. We're going to have it all day. I'm going to be updating over the weekend the tournament rules and the tournament info with all of the details, plus putting out posts. So if you're planning on attending the War Search tournament, it's going to be June 25th. Can't wait to see all of you guys out there. We're going to live stream at least one of the tables. It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. We're getting some great stuff from the guys who actually create War Surge. They're going to be sending us a signed rulebook as one of the prizes. We've got some STLs that are going to get painted up, including Master Chief. Dude, I can't wait. I hope so, man. I'm really hoping to see you there. But yeah, Master Chief is going to get painted by Darcy Bono. Blade Duel from the local painting community is going to be painting up Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. All of this stuff just got printed this week on the DLP resin printer, so the detail is just mind-boggling. Yeah, we've got a lot of cool stuff coming in. I'll put out more details. Entries will begin April 1st. So, yeah, get ready to get your War Surge rosters in. And then, yeah, tomorrow night, I'm trying to remember what we're doing tomorrow night. Oh, we're doing some War Surge tomorrow night. We're going to have another 3, maybe 4-player game, WYSIWYG. If you're free tomorrow night, come on down. We'd love to get a 2v2. Or Viral, if you and Damien want to come up, we'd love to have you guys up there. Create your own rules, create your own armies. Trying to think. Sunday, we're going to be doing the episode 0 for 5 leagues from Borderlands. If you come in and join the stream, you can help me create the custom miniatures we're going to be using as our war party for that. So if you want to put weird wings on a masculine barbarian, some fairy wings or something like that, we'll negotiate something. I like audience interaction. Yeah, so hopefully WYSIWYG, I get to see you this weekend. I'd love to see you either Saturday or Sunday. We can throw some games down. As always, you guys have been great. I appreciate the audience interaction. It's always fun talking to you guys as I'm getting my ass kicked. You guys have a great night. I'm going to... Yeah, yeah, seriously, channel points for the weirder stuff. Yeah, we'll put something out. Yeah, for the, I'll create some custom channel point stuff for some weird stuff for that stream. Yeah, you guys have a great night. Thank you very much. I'm going to go cry myself to sleep while my wife holds me, that kind of thing. You guys have a good night. I'll see you later.